How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having an awesome day. Today, we're number 1 to 46 in the world in the builder base. We're going to be jumping into some attacks, and we're going to be looking at what I am looking at when I first lay eyes on a base. So, first off, I see weaker level walls. I see most everything is maxed out. Also, I'm taking a look and seeing if the Expo is air or ground. If it is air, then we are good to use cannon carts. If it is ground, then it becomes a little bit more tricky. We have to sort of think of something else. So, we can use the cannon carts. And we see that we can actually bring in some archers because there are some exterior archer towers. So that should work out nicely. I'm seeing that there's not a whole lot of air defense on the top side of the base. So that's where I'm going to send in the battle chopper. And then what I want to do is clear out the trash buildings in front of these archer towers that I want to take out with the archers. So ideally we send in 2 packs of archers to take out the arch towers, the baby dragon to take out the giant cannon, and then we'll have one more baby dragon that we could use some other point in the base. But we will just start working on this. Make sure to splash to try and get some of the try and maximize the damage, because we did get slightly distracted by the guard post troops. So I think number 4 will directly target the giant cannon. Yes, it does. Perfect. So we can just take that out. It will take out the barbarian. And then it could start working on the rest of the base. So we've taken out pretty much everything now that outranges the cannon carts. Now the cannon carts can work with their own range and take out the remainder of the defenses. Our battle chopper is still doing very, very good. Looks like number 5 wants to beat through the wall. That's fine. So we're gonna have a full health battle copter for the second stage, which usually doesn't happen. We also have a spare baby dragon, so this is a very, very good overkill. But it's just one of those things where if you are familiar with a strategy that you like to use and you can see weaknesses right away, highly encourage you to do so. That's where the exposed archer towers and exposed like giant cannon, lava launcher, all that, it is very, very good for cannon carts. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to switch to the battle machine. And we've got, let's see here, 2 defenses that outrange the cannon carts. We've got the multi-mortar and the archer tower. So we can bring, we could technically bring, so when you're looking at a base, you want to try and figure out how can you take out the double cannon and the regular cannons while staying out of range of the multi-mortar. What I'm thinking here is we send in 2 of our cannon carts for the cannon. So once that goes down, both of these can work on the zappies. You can also throw in a barbarian just to distract a little bit. And then we can put them on their long range mode, and they should be able to take out the double cannon and the regular cannon. So now we can try and make sure we take out some of these corner buildings. And I want to try and get in range of this cannon. If you get a good diagonal from the multi-mortar, you can actually just outrange things that are next to it. So once these ground targeting defenses go down, we can then deploy our battle machine relatively safely. And then the hope is that I can use one of the baby dragons to take out the arch tower, and one of the baby dragons take out the multi-mortar. We shall see. We'll send in 1 baby dragon up top. We're actually running out of time, so whenever you get to around a minute left, is a good idea to start using your troops if you can. And get that back end cannon taken out, and then the Arch Tower does lock on, unfortunately. So do we save the Baby Dragon ability? We do not. So it's going to be up to the cannon carts to walk around the remainder of the base. But it is nice on the second stage when you have a lot of troops alive. You don't have to be as clean. You can really just brute force the attack. Alrighty, on to the next base. So, what are we looking at here? We are seeing that we can potentially get some of these defenses taken down since they're all on the exterior of the base. I think we'll bring in one Baby Dragon because I don't know if we can get to that lava launcher effectively or not, but what I can see is that 2 archers for the Arch Tower, 2 for the Giant Cannon, 2 for the other Arch Tower. That's 6 out of 8. So that whole right-hand side should go down relatively easily. Then we've got 2 other spare archers we could use on this Arch Tower. And I think the Baby Dragon to take out the lava launcher should be pretty good. So that's the first part you want to take a look at. And then you want to see where is a weak point on the base where there's not a whole lot of air coverage. I think this right-hand side will be a pretty good spot for the battle chopper. And then we can just start to deploy the cannon carts around the base, start prepping, trying to get some good angles for these archers. It's always good to deploy the archers one at a time. With using this strategy, you do have to be pretty quick though. Like as soon as the buildings that are covering the arch towers go down, you have to deploy your archers, otherwise you are pretty much gonna time fail. So now let's get in the archers up top. That's not exactly what I was hoping for, but oh, and we get clipped by the Giant Cannon. That sucks. That's just mean. So now we can target the Arch Tower. And we should be doing pretty good here. Which way does number 4 go? Wants to go to the gold storage. That might be okay. Let's get this Arch Tower taken out. And then let's get this lava launcher taken out. Perfect. And then we'll see if we can get a good angle. Should be good. Should be good to go at this point, so don't have to worry about time. So now I have to watch a couple of the cannon carts at the same time. But once the number 4 gets in range, should be okay. So we're just watching to see the ranges, and then as soon as they get that first building they're targeting destroyed, to move on to the second one. Wow, we hit a trap. Oh, but that double cannon was low health anyway, so it kind of works out. So we get to move on to the second stage. Now for the second stage, we're always looking to see how can we take out the ground defenses, because usually we have the battle machine. So we want to take out as many of these cannons as possible. So we also want to stay away from the double, or not the double cannon, we also stay away from the multi-mortar. And we want to take out some of these corner buildings. So I'm going to use some of the barbarians, place them right in front of where I want the cannon carts to go, to try and have them trigger some of the push traps, if there are any. If there aren't any push traps, then perfect. It's always good to sort of test and see where they are at. And what happened with number 4? What happened with number 4? Was it within range? What just happened? I missed it, okay? Things happen. So, we can at least take out this next cannon and the double cannon up top. And then we'll have the Baby Dragon to take out the Zappies. So Zappies are very, very annoying to deal with. So now we're starting to get pretty close in range of the multi-mortar up top, so I think what we should do is deploy the battle machine, get it to distract the multi-mortar, and then number 6 can sort of just run around. Send in a barbarian to assist, and then we'll send in the baby dragon on the corner building, and then it should get pretty close in range to the zappies. Use that breath ability, take them all out. They're doing pretty good. So now everything is locked onto our battle machine. So now we can just send in our cannon carts to cruise around the base. Got the chains going off. Perfect, perfect. And do we have the last? Yeah, all the corner buildings are taken out. We get the nice 6-star. Honestly, don't know what happened. Alrighty, on to, I believe, the same base we fought on the first. Oh no, they moved the lava launcher. Interesting. So, got 2 arch towers on the left-hand side. Don't see that too often. And 2 lowered arch towers. So, what I'm looking at again is that there's 1 arch tower on the left, and then 2 defenses on the right-hand side that outrange the cannon carts. So, don't really have to use the archers. They are a little bit slower. You have a higher risk of time failing. So, I see there's only 1 firecracker on this right-hand side. So the battle chopper should get some insane value if we deploy on the right-hand side. And then nothing is protecting the bottom side of the base. And then this top side of the base should go down pretty quickly too, because there's only the Mega Tesla. So we just pretty much have to wait for the lava launcher to go down. And I'm thinking we could also send in a baby dragon to assist. Actually, I don't even know if we need to. I think the battle chopper might take out the firecracker on its own. So we'll take out this left-hand arch tower. We definitely don't have to worry about that. Then we'll see. Yeah, our battle chopper gets the lava launcher. Perfect. So all I'm really looking at this point is what things outrange our cannon carts, what things attack ground. So we still need to be careful of the double cannon, the Mega Tesla, the Tesla, and the roaster. But number 6 can actually start cruising around. Number 5 is within range of the roaster, so that should be good. And number 4 can start working on the Tesla and the Mega Tesla, and I don't know how that Barbarian isn't like going up to number 4 at all. Definitely a mystery. So now 5 is clear. Now it goes up to number 4. Interesting. Whoa, we're hitting a bunch of traps. Okay, so last thing we have to take out is the Mega Tesla, which we will have to use a baby dragon because we would have needed 1 more hit. So I was gonna try and swag a whole bunch of stuff, but we just hit the mother load of push traps and bombs up there. So no worries, we still have our 2 baby dragons, so we can swap out some of our extra troops for cannons, which will be nice. So what we're gonna do here is, what do we want to do? We can send in the, I think what we did on the first attack is we did the 2 cannon carts to take out the cannon and the zappies. That worked out pretty well. And then we'll send in, I think, the other cannon cart down south. Wait for those zappies to go down. Perfect. Then I'm just watching number 8 here to see when he gets closer. So now it's within range of the cannon. Perfect. So the goal here is to stay away from the multi-mortar. We do have some corner buildings, so we'll actually start the battle machine up top, I think, once we take out the double cannon. Then that way the cannon, or the battle machine, can just cruise around the whole perimeter of the base. That should be fine. So we will take out the cannon and the double cannon on the bottom side of the base, which would be super helpful. And then we do find the other Tesla. And we can actually start doing some, not cannon cart walks yet, but our battle machine is going to be distracting. So now we can send in our number 6 and number 7 cannon carts, and they can just cruise around the base. Same with number 8. So that's the biggest thing, is when you have cannon carts, as soon as all of the defenses are being tanked for, you can just let them loose and go crazy. So hopefully this sort of better explains what I'm looking for, what I see to use cannon carts. I highly recommend you use it. It can be very, very beneficial, and you can use it on literally every single base. There's only like a couple of base layouts that you can't use cannon carts. You can, it's just insanely difficult. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. There's a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. And until next time, take care.